Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Steredenn, looks like, I didn't, went through this so quickly I didn't even get a chance to actually see the weapons we were going to be using, so, we got Blaster and a Driller, okay, so the Driller is pretty good, it's got a nice range, and we'll obviously be looking to replace the Blaster pretty soon with another contact weapon, yeah, it's not gonna work, if only. But nevertheless, yeah, it would be interesting to try, but definitely not on the daily run. Hope you're all doing well. I've been kind of busy, sort of doing other things, and so this is still kind of a pastime hobby for me. So okay, what this? Alright, yep, alright, and it's probably easiest just to keep dodging the red shots. So it's been kind of a fairly busy day with doing other things, and I'm admittedly sort of just like looking for full-time work because at the moment I'm sort of just like doing a whole bunch of casual freelance kind of thing. So alright, there we go. So we're definitely going to keep the Driller. Hopefully we get a nice contact upgrade. Looks like we haven't got any grays here, so oh boy, what should we get? I'm gonna get Absorb lasers temporarily because, I've been practicing on the boss that I've been having a bit of trouble with, so it's hopefully might be useful. Be hard to say, but this meteor shower definitely isn't gonna be doing me any favors, so alright. Let's get this guy out of the way. Oops. Alright, that laser, excellent. This we do. And then we're just gonna hope the upgrades fall in our favor, so alrighty. That's why the Driller's range is really good, and then so I've been watching an one of the animes this season is called, I think, again, I feel like I'm really terrible at pronouncing Japanese. It's called Owari Monogatari. And if you are not familiar with the Monogatari series in general, then it's got a different take of anime in general, and I think personally it's really interesting because the style of presentation is just very different to your standard anime. So yeah, Owari Monogatari is like the 5th or 6th in the sort of general Monogatari series, and yeah, it's still fairly consistent in its presentation and that sort of thing. So part of it is okay. I should probably concentrate on this guy first. And alrighty, yep, alright. What's he gonna do next? Hopefully we can kill him before then. There we go. So yeah, Owari Monogatari, at the time of recording this video, they really released the 4th episode, and okay, oh man, see, both of these are really good. So but however, I think the laser I'll be using more than the Driller, because since the Driller is a contact weapon, there's only like very limited chances I'll get to use it. And whereas the laser will be definitely have him out much more often, so it would definitely be much more useful. So Owari Monogatari had, and sort of like, it was one of the interesting things I actually am currently enjoying about it is sort of like just the involvement of just mathematics in general, and since sort of the main character, as it turns out, was like maths is his best subject sort of thing. So I was like, that's really interesting because for those who don't know, I'm a mathematics graduate, and so, but I'm pretty much more of a fanboy than someone who actually does research or academia. So, yeah, you definitely won't, you definitely won't find me out there in public, sort of just like talking about random math stuff that nobody understands. So, and even then, to sort of do so would be kind of a disservice because mathematics is one of those things that I feel like should be made more accessible to people. So so yeah, it's kind of a weird thing at the okay. So super gun would be nice, not necessary at the moment though. But yeah, yeah. So there was just some interesting things like the main protagonist sort of like being good in mathematics, and it just in the second episode he actually mentions the Monte Hall problem, which is you know what? You can look up the Monte Hall problem if you don't know what he is, but yeah, I don't, but maybe I'll try and explain it in this video. So it's in reference to a game show, I think literally called Monte Hall, where contestants had 3 doors. So what the contestants would do is that okay, I should probably try and get a bit closer first. So what the contestants would do is that well, there are 3 doors. And there's like a big prize behind one of the doors, usually a car, and basically so what behind one of the 3 doors. So what a contestant would have to pick a door first, and then what the host would do is that he will open a door to reveal a goat, and the question becomes, and the main question is whether the contestant should switch the door that they initially chose, and basically based on some probability, some relatively simple Bayesian statistics / probability knowledge, it's always, or at least switching doors will always give you a better chance of winning. And trying to explain why verbally without any kind of visual diagram is kind of a bit hard. Alright, I should probably see if I can get around. Alright, there we go. Let's try and avoid a collision. There we go. But yeah, you can look it up for yourself. Monte Hall is kind of a fairly, for me, it's fairly straightforward, easy to understand. But for some people may think otherwise. Okay, so what do I want? I think I'll go for weapons deal 10% damage because the contact weapon does plenty of damage on its own already. So I'm not too worried about needing to boost its damage. Which definitely seems with my laser, more laser damage is nice. Alright, let's get some drilling. You just gotta be careful with that. Alright, there we go. Excellent. And no, looks like the cargo ships keep dropping bullet weapons, which is kind of annoying, but the other interesting thing is that we haven't really had any bullet weapon upgrades, so it's interesting. It's interesting, RNG. Alright, well, okay, so what's gonna happen? I should probably try and kill that, and then that's gonna happen. And then I'm gonna try and kill these, slide underneath them. There we go. Alright, so... Alrighty, so far so good. So yeah, I mean, in general I always appreciate sort of just like seeing match references out there in sort of media, like, well, anime is like probably not so common, but I mean, like there's sort of in general media like The Simpsons, for example, I've always appreciated, you know, that wasn't very nice. Alright, let's get the drill out there and let's get some damage on this guy and we will deal with him fairly quickly. So, and yeah, in terms of match references, it's like The Simpsons is always a good example because most of the writers are basically mathematics graduates who, well, a portion, okay, I don't know if it's most, but I do know a significant portion of the writers were maths graduates, and basically, like, if you've got a keen eye, you always see sort of like maths references, wherever they're in The Simpsons and Futurama. Alright, so gotta be careful here since I've got no way to sort of... Okay, let's clear some of these. Now I've got a bit more breathing space. Alright, excellent. And here is a good chance to get the drill out. And just keep dodging this guy. Gotta be careful. Alright, so far so good. And here's the part where I probably would take damage at some point, but I didn't, so yay for me. Alrighty. Alright, up or down, up or down, up or down, up. And let's get some... No, that was a bit risky. But... Oh, okay. So yeah, there's even a theorem that actually came out because of an idea from an episode in Futurama. It's actually literally called the Futurama theorem. It's basically involves like basically swapping a bunch of bodies but personally I think sort of just like one of the cool thing about maths in these kind of situations is that sometimes you just say or you think of some scenario and then you're like, what happens if they did this? What happens if they did that? And how do we prove the kind of result that we get? So yeah, that's personally for me why I find sort of mathematics in general really fascinating. And yeah, I mean, the embarrassing thing is that it's like I can just only sit there and just thinking, okay, keep on shooting up the swap. No, let's get more damage for our energy weapon. I really should get a chair that doesn't creak, but alright. So yeah, mathematics references, and it's because I've been involved in mathematics for so long. It's sort of just like, it's always really cool to see just random applications of mathematics, and it's just kind of like, we just see this and that somewhere in the real world, and it's just like, And the wonderful thing about mathematics for me is that for me, since it's abstract enough, and then it's sort of like the logic appeals to me in the sense that its logic is not like based on, it's predictable basically. And even though it may not necessarily be intuitive, it's solid at least. And but look, maybe this is just a case of Stockholm syndrome where I've been in maths too long, so it's just like, I'm gonna love everything about it anyway. But but well, to each their own. I mean, I'm pretty sure like, okay, I should probably focus on dodging these guys first. So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed I don't quite have the firepower to deal with them, but alright, well, what can you do? Okay, so these spies are gonna be pain in the ass, so I should probably get rid of them pretty quickly. Alright. I'm not gonna be able to dodge that. Alright. There we go. Boss time yet? No. Okay. Let's see how long it takes to kill this ship. One ship. Alright, there we go. And we'll just slip in here a little. Oh, that wasn't good. We should be up for the boss soon. So we'll just kill this guy, we'll kill the cargo ship. Ooh, we've got a laser weapon. Lightsaber! Oh my goodness, I really want it. I really want it. But I need to, I haven't practiced with it much. That's kind of a shame. Oh, what the hell. Apparently it can block bullets, so YOLO. I'm sure I probably made the worst decision there. Alright, so I need to figure out how this saber blocks weapons. Maybe it's when I do the thrust. Okay, the more you know. Alright, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, the only problem is that now I've got two short range weapons, so obviously I'll probably want to change the drill to something else. Alright. Alrighty, oh, gotta be careful there. Yeah, I'm screwed. I'm pretty screwed in my opinion. Alright, go. Alrighty. Alright, so the trick with the lightsaber is to punch it out when yeah, I understand it, but it's like trying to explain it is completely... Oh boy. Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely did screw myself over by taking the lightsaber instead of the laser, but nevertheless, I sort of just figured out what the little hint at the bottom meant by the lightsaber being able to block bullets, but the caveat is that it looks like only when the lightsaber is coming out can you actually block bullets. It's not like you can hold the lightsaber out and expect it to absorb or kill bullets. So, in the least I learned something today for words. In the least I learned something from today's run, so that's pretty much something I can be happy about, to know that I've learned something, I've gained something, and it all wasn't just useless practice. I actually have been doing a couple of arena runs just with that boss I've been stuck on, so hopefully in the next couple of rounds I'll be able to sort of just beat that boss fair and square, and then we'll get onto the mothership. Once I beat the mothership, I'll plan on stop doing a let's play series of this game, and hopefully move on to another roguelike game, because at the time of the recording, Binding of Isaac Afterbirth is coming out in 2 days, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm looking forward to starting a new game on Binding of Isaac Afterbirth and just trying out something new weapons. So yeah, enough rambling. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.